And okay, I can't tell because this thing is still in the way. My computer's lagging. And we're
Okay,
live.
live.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new rendition of the Toons Podcast with me, your host George Baum. And tonight, I am joined by nobody except these two.
Well, fuck you too, asshole.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck everyone else who didn't bother to come. Basically, tonight we have our two usuals, which are Proto and Jacob. You guys? Guys? God, give me a sec. I gotta refresh my computer.
Great. Now that asshole left us. Anywho. So, shall we start with fucking Wonder?
Okay, we're still live? All right.
Yeah, we're still live.
Okay, anyway, now I got my thing back in shape, and I gotta close some tabs so that way it doesn't happen again. Tonight we will be talking about 4 topics, which one of them is technically not related to animation, but we have talked about this project in the past about, I want to say, 2 or maybe a year ago. I can't remember the exact date that this went up, but anyway, it was a long time ago, and we've talked about it in the past, and I figured it would be timely enough to bring it up again. Anyway, the main topics tonight involved another Disney cartoon sadly hitting the dust, Disney's recent financial success with a recent, film we've also talked about in the past, and a potential series from the past also coming back through Netflix, and a certain Sony-related franchise that is kind of getting another reboot, and let's just say it didn't do that well when it came to general reactions. Before we get to that, let's talk Wander Over Yonder, the series created by Craig McCracken. And quick question, have any of you seen it?
I don't know a flying fuck about the show.
Okay, so I'm the only one. Okay, I've seen... Well, if Sylvia was here, she would probably have more to say about it since she's probably the biggest fan of that show. I've seen a bit of the first season. I haven't gotten around to finishing the first season or the second season because I have time and restriction. I don't have a lot of time to watch TV shows. I'm much more of a movie guy. But what happened recently...
Here's my question.
Okay, can you...
Now, here's my question. If Sylvia was on here, would that really be better because she has a lot more to say, or would it be worse because this thing would turn into a soap opera very quickly?
You know what? That's a good point. I would go with the soap opera. But then again, all our podcasts turns into the soap operas by the end of the day.
It turned into Monty Python skits.
That is true. Anyway, basically, but
No,
now...
the soap opera is done by Monty Python.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, basically what's happened now is sadly the latest season will sadly be the last, coming in about 2 seasons, and it really was premiered about nearly 3 years ago. And while this is sad, something I've been telling to Sylvia for a while now, this was inevitable, not because of ratings or stuff in general, but because Disney themselves have admitted to Craig McCracken, who previously created Powerpuff Girls and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, they said to him that they wouldn't be renewing the show for more than 2 seasons. And so they tried to make the best what they could with the latest season, but sadly, this is all we're going to be seeing for Wander Over Yonder. Thoughts on this?
As much as I want to have some shock or angry about it, but I'm gonna repeat myself from the beginning of my statement. I just don't give a shit about Wander Over Yonder. I love my Craig McCracken, but fuck me, that show turns me off every time I just by seeing the art.
I can get
You go first.
No, I'm saying I get why you're saying this.
But the only thing I was rooting for out of this is that Disney did not renew Star Wars: The Force Awakens, because fuck me, that show is getting abysmal ratings, and Disney keep putting their eggs in that fucking show too early in the game.
Tell me about it. Jacob, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, sorry, Sylvia, for all the jabs we made so far. We're just saying, you can get a bit over the top of this. second of all, I'm, what is there to say, really? I mean, first off, this is coming off the heels of Gravity Falls ending. Disney had already said that they weren't renewing it for more than 2 seasons, and uh, again, there's really not much to say. It's just it's ending. It's a good show that people like that is ending, but which is sad. But at the same time, I know quoting The Dark Knight is so overdone, but I don't know, where you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
That is true. Very true, in fact.
That.
But anyway, my own thoughts on it were, I really like the show from what I've seen of it, but I think there's a reason why I didn't. I think there's a reason why I stopped watching it is because I don't think it really had that much going on in it. The cold investments. It's something I don't think it's objectively bad. It's just something I don't. I went gaga for it when it first came out, but then I kind of lost interest as it went on. Didn't really see that much going on in the show to keep me invested in what's going on. Give me a sec. I gotta fix something. Sorry if the lighting in my room disapproves. It's just my lamp in my closet is starting to hurt my eyes. Anyway, uh, the show itself, I think, is really good, but I can see why Disney would not want to continue making it, and mostly for marketing purposes and so on, because Disney is at first a company, and, well, companies got to stay afloat, and if there's a crack in the boat, you got to throw something overboard in order to keep it afloat, as they say.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to know
I thought there was a crack in the
what was
boat. You're
that
trying
crack?
to fix it.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, in general, like, if the boat's sinking, then you want to get, like, throw stuff overboard so that way you can try to fix it and still have time, and that way it stays up.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Y-
Um, and at the end of the day, it's Disney themselves, like, according to Craig McCracken, it's not like Disney hates Wonderin, or from what I understand, they quite like it. It's just they feel like the amount of episodes that there are is perfectly feasible enough. They don't think like they.
Room. Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, they just think that like what is it, 80 episodes? Is that what they said?
I think 80 or so.
Okay, yeah. They think like, okay, that's good enough. You don't need to stretch it out any further. I gotta think that's actually admirable of Disney. You'd think that like they would try to squeeze out as much as they can, but no, they're just like,
Yeah, I guess.
It could be said.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't last long, but anyways, we've got 80 episodes of good cartoon goodness to keep us afloat. So, yeah. And at least they didn't stretch it out for a simple show that could have only lasted like 3 seasons. It did well out, like, I don't know, 7 or something. Next time! Oh, sorry, stupid pesky winter and the weather, am I right? Wait, it's spring.
Nice.
But anyway, again, that's about it. Good show. Sad to see it gone. Craig, I believe Craig said he was going to be doing a new project with them since he's contractually binded to them as of late, to them. But I'm interested in seeing what that will be, what they'll do with him. But nevertheless, sad to see it go. But see ya, I wonder. Hope you're wandering somewhere else and somewhere good.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to bring something fast before we move on.
All right.
After he announced that news on his Tumblr, he posted something quite interesting coming from the networks. That I'm gonna just sum it out, saying that the networks prefer more the comedy based cartoons rather than the ones like with continuity or with heavy stuff, and pretty much that's why Cartoon Network has been keeping up with the 10-minute format. Thoughts on that?
I can kind of see where they're coming from because let's face it, thanks to Cartoon Network and the likes, we've been seeing a lot of these shows and it's oversaturated over pretty much a good amount of the market. That it's kind of refreshing to see a simple comedy-based cartoon show because they're becoming more and more rare. And let's face it, the ones that do pop out aren't exactly very good.
It's weird.
Let's not shall name that fucking show was becoming the flagship of Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Hey, Teen Titans Go?
Not.
Never mind. Sorry.
There's a lot of them actually. Let's see. There's Titans Go. That. What was the name of that other show that they had that was supposed to be coming out that had the horrible geek pun that made me go ape shit one time?
Oh, it was. Hang on. Let me look it up.
Oh, Super Noobs. Super Noobs. God, is that show still even on?
I think it is. Hang on. Let me check. Almost
Yeah.
just called it a Super Noob.
Yeah, but I just really don't agree with that mentality because it's really handicapping. It's really killing the creativity of many of the creators, and pretty much it's pretty much gonna take one creator that's gonna get pissed off with that mentality and pretty much tell them to fuck them and go to online streaming, which by the way is getting more strained as I'm talking right now.
Yeah.
The Super Noob, the one with the episode called A Noob Hope.
That's the one. You know, I brought this upon myself. I mentioned the show, so I brought misery upon just right to my gate.
I mean, full disclosure, when I was typing in Super Noob, I accidentally like almost misspelled it to where it was Super Nudes.
God damn it. But anyway.
It would have been an entirely different show, let's be real here.
Yeah. Anyway, your thoughts on this statement, Jacob?
Again, I guess I can kind of, like, I see where they're coming from. Although, two things I wanted to point out. First off, I find a slight bit of hypocrisy when it comes down to, networks preferring, more just simple-based cartoons as opposed to more serialized ones as, well, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, and even regular shows have delved into serialized stories before.
Yeah.
Albeit in truncated fashion. The other thing is, it reminds me a lot of a statement that I know it's kind of, they're not really great shows, but the Marvel Universe series thing
those ones.
The Marvel Animated Universe. Why the hell hasn't that universe died?
Ratings. So I have to say that.
No, the fucking Avengers. That's why. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking about the movies. That's why they haven't canceled them because they still bring money to them.
Oh yeah, good point. Well, anyways, prior to that whole big thing starting up when it was just Ultimate Spider-Man, the big showrunner throughout the whole thing, Jeff Loeb, he said he was very much trying to appeal to a young audience, and he said that he kind of wanted to get Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, maybe not get it out of the way, but he kind of felt like maybe kids wouldn't be too interested in serialized stories because with him the thing is he's thinking if kids see an episode and there's a ton of backstory beforehand, a ton of story that they know, they'll be like, okay, well, I have no idea what's going on, and change to something else.
See, that's where I kind of disagree, because I used to do that a lot when I was younger with shows like Shaolin Showdown and Totally Spies and stuff. And yeah, I watched that show when I was younger, so what? I was a weird kid, alright?
Nobody's saying anything, just get to the point.
The point is, I didn't have a problem with this. Okay. I didn't have a problem with this because it was still the same show I like watching. I was just confused as what was going on. But then, every now and then, I would get the episode that happened beforehand, and I would say, oh, that's what happened in the last episode. I think Ben 10 was another one that did that for me as well.
Code Lyoko did it as well.
So pretty much,
yeah, that show. I love that show.
So pretty much, that statement is full of bullshit.
Practically, yeah. But I can see where they're kind of coming from.
I don't, and especially not after Adventure Time and Season 6.
Here's the thing about Jeff Loeb, you guys need to remember. He had a son who died when he was a kid, so he's kind of stuck in like a father, like, he's kind of traumatized because of it.
Don't remind me of that fucking arc ever again, or I'm gonna kill you.
Wait, what else?
Never mind.
Anyway,
Wait, you mean the Captain America one, or?
Oh, I thought we were talking about
Sorry.
the Adventure Time one. I'm sorry. Move on.
Anyway, moving on to our second topic, which will be another show actually coming back from the cancellation, and that is Young Justice. I have not seen a single episode of the show, so I have no attachments to this whatsoever, but this is for fans of the show. If you really want that season free, you're going to have to pay, how much is it for a Netflix subscription nowadays?
It's like
$10
$8.99 or $9.99 or something. Yeah, basically.
Okay, you got paid $10 a month and binge watch the series for an entire week, all 2 seasons, and get Netflix attention so that way they can potentially pick up the rights and make a season free. Do you want this? Then do that. Got it?
They're already doing it. Ha!
All right then. Thoughts on this potentially happening?
Just let it happen. I don't care what Eros is gonna say about this, but I just want a good show back in the fucking superhero genre.
All right then.
Two things.
All right.
Two things. First off, I have a Netflix account. I have yet to watch Young Justice. I need to get on that right now.
All right then. By the way, this episode. By the way, quick thing: this Master Shit podcast is not sponsored by Netflix. Though I would admit, talking about Netflix does make me really thirsty for a delicious bottle of Pepsi.
And a can of Coke.
Shameless plug.
What advertising are we getting ourselves into here?
But anyway, moving on. Guys, you were saying,
Actually,
Jacob?
the second thing I wanted to say is, how will the writers of Teen Titans Go react to this?
The ratings will fall and they'll have a heart attack. That's why.
That's it.
Or alternatively, they go.
I would imagine that having them too, but yeah, that works. Anyway, my own thoughts. I've never seen the show. I really have no interest in checking out the show. And if it does come back, then I'm happy for the fans, and I'm happy for Netflix, and I'm happy for Warner Bros. I guess. I don't know. I don't watch a whole lot of TV, so yeah.
Click.
Pirate everything.
Right
You
now, do you hear that? That's me getting a fucking ticket to New York to kick your ass and force you to watch Young Justice.
Oh, well, on your own way. Mind picking up me a delicious McDonald's milkshake as well? Okay, I swear to God, we're not actually sponsored. I'm just going to throw a joke.
I hope we're not sponsored. So both of those were
thing on your ass.
Who cares? It's empty.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
There's only like one drop there.
Yeah, true. Anyway, our next topic is probably the topic that's the most controversial. And that is, of course, the recent outburst of 2 furries actually having sex during a screening of Zootopia.
What?
I totally got you guys. I totally got you.
I have a question here.
All right.
Was Jake from Midnight Screenings and all that, was he there to see it happen?
I am not aware because this didn't happen. I am making this up purely for Chaco, and I totally got you too.
Asshole.
So you do know that somebody might do that. Now, they're going to see this video and go, "Hey, honey, I got an idea."
Hey, honey, bring out the wolf suit. We're going to see Zootopia. But isn't it sex night? That's the point. I have such a sick sense of humor. Speaking of senses of humor, let's talk Ghostbusters.
proton pack, Slimer.
These are things I know. I don't know. Some people are saying it looks very good. Some are saying not so good.
But I just want to give my own thoughts. Proton packs. I thought some parts were pretty bad.
Oh hell no!
But other parts look pretty good.
Oh hell no!
But whatever your opinion is, that's my opinion too.
So I hope you liked our opinion on the new Ghostbusters trailer. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Grindr, 4chan. If you don't know what we're referencing, if you have no idea what we're referencing, look up the Red Letter Media reacts to the Ghostbusters trailer. It's drop dead hilarious. Just check it out. Trust me.
Do they even need to look it up? We almost did like the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Just watching, you'll see someone with actual talent do it.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. Anyway, for those of you who have been living under a rock or have blacklisted this movie or are trying to forget this movie existed, Paul Feig's all-female Ghostbusters has finally gotten this first trailer. And, the response has been...
A global middle finger from the internet.
I was going to say a holocaust of cinema, but I guess they think it's a holocaust of cinema, but that works too. At least judging by the amount of dislikes every single trailer from every single website that has posted it has gotten.
In other words, it's like every other trailer to every other Paul Feig film.
You know what? You got me there. But here's the thing. If you have been following this podcast for a while now, you remember back to our previous podcast where we talked about this, you know I was extremely skeptical for this project for very, 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 very obvious reasons. But
and then you got
then
you got a little bit of hope sometime during, I forget where, you got a little bit of hope, although you did mention because Paul Feig was involved with it, and it was after you saw Spy, I think, right?
Yes, and I thought Spy was drop dead hilarious. I really like Bridesmaids as well. I haven't seen The Heat, and Freaks and Geeks.
You may recall it being the episode where John Cena had this.
I'll kill you.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, but the project itself, I've been cautiously worried about. Even before, even after Spy, I was still like, okay, I am a slight bit hopeful now, but I'm still skeptical. And so when I saw the new trailer out, I watched it, and a lot of people were saying it's bad, but personally, I don't think it's great. Is it really this bad that it's responded is so overly negative? To give you a good idea of how negative response for this trailer is, I'm going to list off 3 other fairly negatively reviewed projects from last year. Those include Fantastic Four, Gem and the Holograms, and Terminator Genesis. When all 3 of these trailers dropped, they got reviled by fans for very good reasons. But even they didn't have the same overwhelmingly negative response to their trailers as much as this has. So
it's got a worse reception than Gem and the Hologram. Think about that, George. Think about that.
I am actually. It's actually kind of sad that. Now,
that's horrifying.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There do exist people I actually really like who dislike this trailer, but you know what? They at least give thoughtful reasons for it. Before we get more into this, let's discuss our own thoughts on the trailer and what do you guys think of it.
Let Jacob talk first, and I'll do it first.
All right. Jacob, what are your thoughts?
It wasn't... here's my thing.
All right.
A part of me thinks that this could work. I think that there is something here that actually does click. I don't know what it is, but there is something that does actually feel like this could work in some capacity. Maybe it was just because of the fact that Ecto-1 in this one is a hearse, which I actually find really clever.
Yeah. I thought you said the vehicle we had was a hearse. It's a Cadillac. Come on. But anyway, you were saying, Jacob? Second.
But I I am with a number of people here. The trailer did not impress me at all. That said, like I've said, like many people have said, like I said just earlier, actually, Paul Feig films, whether or not you like them, generally tend to have really bad promotion.
Yeah. God, remember the
Like,
promotion for
by
Bridesmaids? Ugh, it's nightmarish.
yeah, but I heard like critically it did well, right?
I loved Bridesmaids. I think it's because they marketed it as a raunchy comedy, and while it is a raunchy comedy, it's more of a surprisingly pretty intense character study of Kristen Wiig's character and her dilemmas through life. I'm not
Uh,
making fun of it. You've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It can be hysterical though, but just saying in general, it's more character focused than you would expect. Hell, the movie got nominated for an Oscar. What, two, in fact.
I honestly want to see it because apparently doesn't it contain like Rebel Wilson and Matt Lucas?
Oh God, yeah. But yeah, Spy had two
Yeah,
Oscars too, and and you were saying, Jacob, I think we were still saying something. You
yeah.
there?
Like I said, there is something here. It's not just the cast and the directors that sound good. There is something in the trailer that does, in some capacity, work, but it's overshadowed by a lot of um, basically pandering. It's just pandering,
You know what? I think
and
that's what
I'm not
it is.
talking about like this could be something, but it seems like they're trying. It almost seems like they're trying to fill the Happy Madison fans almost in a way.
I was just about to bring that up because I was thinking in my head, what if this was the Happy Madison reboot of Ghostbusters? Would it still, like, with the same cat, with the not with the same cast, but with the different cast, but it's exactly the same trailer? Would it have this much of an overwhelming response?
I
I
think probably
say
no
yes.
because people would expect it in a way. I mean, it would still be considered utter trash, but at the very least, people would expect that. This one, I mean, you have Paul Feig as a director, and who are the Ghostbusters in question? I know that Melissa McCarthy is one of them. Who are the other ones?
Oh, Melissa McCarthy. Shit.
Let me look it up.
Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, and Christian Wake. Or Leslie Jones? Is that her name? Leslie?
Let me see.
I think that's her name. Anyway,
So,
but, yeah,
uh,
well,
Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon, Leslie Jones, and um, yeah, I think that's about it. Like, Sigourney Weaver as Dana Barrett.
oh yeah, they're gonna be, doing, for those who don't know this,
Oh,
Dan Aykroyd, Sigourney Weaver, and, Bill Murray will making cameos in the film as well.
and Chris Hemsworth because um,
Damn.
Yeah,
reasons.
yeah, give me a second, Mike. Anyway, as you were saying, Jacob?
Uh, I just noticed the poster that Google is using to describe the film is what looks like some sort of action poster. Let me see if I can. Oh shit! No. That didn't work. Hang on.
Okay. Well, Jacob, there's a technical difficulties. Proto, what are your thoughts on the trailer?
Meh. I
This
had
is
too
the
goddamn much
poster
to
that they chose.
try to just to give up this soon.
All right. Jacob, you wanted to show us something? Oh yeah, the poster.
That looks like an action movie poster.
You know, part of me think that's kind of the joke. Like, I think Spy kind of did, like, if you've seen Spy, it pokes fun of a lot of spy cliches, but it also, like I'm saying, it's marketed towards as an action movie, but I'm wondering if that's part of the joke of the trailer, like to contrast all the comedy in the film. Like, we've seen kind of stuff like this happen before, but I don't know. My own... The fuck is going on in your end, Proto? What the hell?
What do you mean?
I don't know, there was something up with your mic or something. Anyway, my own thoughts towards this trailer, regardless of the negative hype, regardless of whether or not this will be the worst piece of shit to grace 2015 or ends up being this year's Fantastic Four or Gem of the Holograms, regardless of all of this, ignoring all the director's previous films, 2 of which I've seen and really like, regardless of the cast being all female, I think it looks okay. I don't think it looks spectacular or even close to being on par with the original film, but really what can be. I rewatched the original film, a little bit of the original film last night, and I still think it's really funny. Fuck. Anyway, I still think it's really funny, and I think this... Okay, the problem with I talk about this a lot in my Letterboxd reviews. Reviewing comedy is the hardest thing in the fucking world. Because what I find funny, you may not find funny. For example, I found Brides and Spies... I almost said Brides and Spidesmaids. What the fuck?
Brides and... I thought you were saying Brides and Spies, which actually sounds like a great film.
That actually would be amazing. But anyway, I found Brides and Spies... I did it again!
Okay. Bridesmaids and Spies.
I found Bridesmaids and Spies. I made me laugh really hard at times, but other people think they're not that funny. And I can get why. Comedy is really subjective. If you don't find those movies funny, I can get why. But really think about it, people. Like, it's not like this trailer is going to neglect the original film. Well, I mean, it's a reboot, so of course it's not going to be in continuity with the original film. But it's not like it's going to completely erase the original film from existence. I mean, the original... Give me a second. I know I have it. I mean, the original film still exists. You can watch it. Instead of this, you don't have to constantly bitch about it. You can just ignore it and watch the original if that's what you prefer. Or, if you're like me, you could be open-minded towards something new. Will it be good? Potentially not. Will it be bad? Probably. I'm not sure. Oh, nice.
Found this at an Albertsons that no longer exists.
Oh, wow.
Sadly, oh yeah, it is.
Oh, nice.
Don't have the second one, and the funny thing about the second movie released in this packaging is it actually became 2 episodes of the real Ghostbusters. This was prior to the show being released fully on DVD.
Oh, nice. Or yeah, if you want another reboot of the Ghostbusters, go watch the real Ghostbusters series from 1980 something? I can't remember when it came out.
586, one of the two. Hang on, let me check.
Alright, Joe, watch that. Why do you feel the constant need to bitch about this? Why are you saying like it's disgracing your childhood even though all it's doing is continuing a franchise that you like? And if you don't like it, you still have everything else from the past to hold your nostalgia towards. What's the problem here?
Nothing else, it's better than the NES Ghostbusters game.
But really, people, what really can not be on the same level as Ghostbusters way that's worse than that?
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, the Filmation Ghostbusters. Actually, no, not even that. Those are better than that game. 1986.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I trust Paul Feig. I think he's a solid director. I think the ghost designs look pretty cool in the trailer. Like the one I really liked was the one with the giant stilt legs that walked past in Times Square and stuff. Okay, actually, it's funny I bring up Times Square because it actually brings up to a really clever Easter egg I caught while watching it. Give me a second. I think I still have the picture of it. And I noticed this while rewatching the trailer again, that during the Times Square shot, you can actually see a tiny little nod to the original. And I'm going to quickly screen share it right now. Quickly find it. Entire screen. And let me go for my trash. I think it's somewhere in my screenshots. Oh shit! Give me a second. Should be right around. Sorry, this is taking up time. It's just I thought this was funny.
If it's so funny, why did you put it in the trash?
Because my computer is taking up space. Anyway, let's see.
Oh.
It should be right. Crap. Ah, here it is. God damn it. Okay, stop it, computer. Yeah, move it over here.
Trash.
In the trash. Anyway, take a look at
the trash man.
Yeah, I'm the trash man. I come out. Anyway, here's what I noticed in the Times Square scene.
That's a big. Is that a?
Yes.
Okay, I'm seeing a Hostess Twinkie.
Yeah, that's a big.
Okay, full disclosure, whenever you have like screen sharing up and it's like you actually show the website that you're operating this from, it turns out like a weird vertigo thing.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. That happens a lot. But anyway,
No, it's fine. I like it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people may not.
Anyway, that's something I noticed. I thought that was clever. If you hate it, that's fine. Oh, one more thing worth mentioning. Chris Hemsworth's in the trailer as well for a brief moment.
He doesn't really do much.
I'm hoping he ends up becoming to this movie what Jason Statham was to Spy, because if you've seen Spy, anything with Jason Statham is drop dead hysterical.
I hope to God too.
Why is it a part of me thinks that Chris Hemsworth, who is mostly known for, doing a series, kind of like a serious dark voice, or a big epic voice, is gonna put on like a New York accent.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Like a Brooklyn accent, like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh my god, I hope this actually happens.
And I'm walking here.
Oh my god, I hope that actually happens. But anyway.
Hey, why can't I pick a Mjolnir? Come on.
Anyway, I hope this is good. I have my doubts, but I have my hopes. This trailer left me interested. That's all I really asked for a trailer like this. And you know what? There were a couple of guys that made me laugh, but it might be because of my bias towards some of these actors, because I find them each pretty funny when given the right roles. I'll watch anything with Christian Wiig in it, honestly.
Plus, if nothing else, it made for a great Red Letter Media video.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you want to have some fuel to burn an entire refugee, there you go.
Yep. So anyway, that about sums it up, and yeah, I hope for the best for this project.
Me too.
Anyway, moving on to our final topic tonight. Relating back to that. Oh, give me a second. Oh God. Oh God. Someone actually did it. Someone actually did have sex during a Zootopia screening. Oh my God, this is fucking. Got you again!
I didn't cut.
I actually was kind of expecting it.
Yeah. But anyway, back.
You did it too sudden, dude.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, back to Zootopia. It just came out to surprisingly overwhelmingly positive reviews, which I did not see coming in the slightest.
I did see coming, because it had already been going out for the past couple weeks, and what everybody's been saying about, hey, it's really good, recommend it. Like, it's going around, like, it just came out in America, like, 2 days ago, but it's been showing in international countries for the past couple weeks.
True.
I saw it first, you fuck, so ha.
I have not seen it.
Alright. I haven't either, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. But,
even though you know the goddamn twist, thanks to your clever mind.
Thanks. By the way, thanks for that, Proto. Just
I didn't spoil it. You didn't spoil it. You did the homework, Sherlock.
because you made the twist too. You fucking done it. Anyway, I'm not gonna ruin the twist because I kind of ruined it for myself. But I'll just say this: you seen any of the previous last two Disney movies? You gotta guess what the big twist is gonna be.
And it's fucking pretty fucking dumb.
Anyway, yeah.
Honestly, both twists from the previous two CGI Disney films, like Frozen and Big Hero 6, whether or not you like them,
I did not like them. In fact, I wish instead of trying to shock the audience, just to develop the fucking villain.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. But either way, myself personally, I did rather enjoy them, but to each their own. Regardless
I'm
of
gonna
that,
kill you. I'm gonna go to Texas and kill you.
hey, I said to each their own, dude. To each their own.
That's not it. That to me sounds go fuck yourself in my language.
Okay, can we please go back to the main topic at hand and talk about its recent success?
I took Spanish for a few years, Proto. That does not sound anything like it.
Okay, I'm just gonna go now, pop some popcorn. You guys keep fighting. This is getting good.
Nah, I'm done fighting.
Come back.
Damn it. Anyway, so yeah, the movie is open to overwhelmingly positive reviews, holding at a staggering 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, currently making it the best reviewed Disney film in since I want to say like in the last couple of years, because I'm trying to figure out the last Disney movie that they did that got this overwhelming of a response to it. If you say Frozen, big shock, that movie dropped off like months after it. Not in terms of critically, but if you've lived on the internet like I do, you know what happened to that fucking film.
I'm not gonna comment on that.
Anyway.
Yeah,
And also we have it opening, finally dethroning Deadpool, thank God, at the top of the box office with a staggering, I believe, near 100 million opening debut, making it one of the highest openings for March in animated films in history for the last few years.
in fact, it actually beats Frozen's opening record.
Oh wow, which is impressive.
I am not even kidding. Like, to put this into context, let me look it up here. To put this into context, folks, it says, okay, come on, load. I know it had like the highest rated, like the highest performance for Disney film in Belgium.
Oh nice.
Okay, here we go.
But anyway, it's open to overwhelmingly positive reviews. It's doing very successful. I think it looks really good. A lot of people in my Letterboxd user, including one of the most politically incorrect users on the entire site, Todd Gaines, actually really liked it as well as some other people as well. And I think it looks really good, and I'm glad to see Disney being more successful. I just hope the same will happen with Moana later this year. Please.
I'm gonna keep myself silent until you get to me.
All right then, Jacob, what are your thoughts on this?
You know, I am gonna say this like up front. Like I said up front, like I did watch both Frozen and Big Hero 6, and I did like both. But at the same time, I will openly admit neither one was clearly Oscar-worthy, despite what the Oscars said.
Don't bring up the Oscars around me, otherwise we're going to turn this into a completely different conversation.
But I will say this up front.
All right.
If somehow this movie, I will say this up front, like the movie is doing so well, and what I've seen of it does actually kind of build up expectations for me to the point where if this does get at the very least nominated for an Oscar, I'd probably be okay with it.
Yeah.
Anyways, here's the to put this into context, folks, Frozen's opening weekend total was $67.4 million.
All right.
This movie, $73.7 million.
Damn.
It beat it by, what is that, like, maybe $7 million or something? $6 million.
That's insane.
And actually, now that I think about it, the article says, "Get ready for Zootopia 2."
Bravo.
Wow. Bravissimo.
Anyway, yeah. Proto, what are your thoughts on this? I'm just gonna... Oh, would you look at that? I gotta go check on something so I can give you back in a few minutes.
No, you stay here, you fucking asshole. And the motherfucker left. Great. My thoughts on
Hang on
this.
a sec. I gotta
You
check
go
something
first.
real quick.
You're a bunch of dicks, you know that? Anyway, my thoughts on this are...
Is it over yet? Oh, wait. We can't
I haven't
go
started
online.
yet.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna...
You're here now, so just stay here.
What are you talking about? I'm clearly not here. I'm clearly stretching myself from the living room back to my room just to check and see what's going on. Okay, I'm actually here. Just get it over with.
Yeah. I have really no problem with the film getting that much of money. My problem is which movie it beat to get that much of money.
Yeah, boy. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna cause some controversy about this, but I'm gonna say this: Zootopia does not deserve the 99% in Rotten Tomatoes that it has gotten right now. It's at best a 79% movie.
How do I mute him? George, tell me how to mute him.
I don't know. I really don't know. Let's just I'm just gonna get this over with so that way we don't, piss off them.
I will say this up front.
I don't care if I piss off Fiorits or fucking Alec Green for this, but I really don't. But I really need to. But this GMO has to be dropped. I'm sorry, but this movie this movie might be one of Disney's best, but it's not the worthy of a fucking being called an instant classic because of one little itsy little detail. The third act. My God, fuck that third act. Seriously, that third act has to be one of the most poorly planned things that I've seen in a fucking animated film. Seriously, I don't know who said yes to this.
You're muting it.
Oh, you mind stop talking?
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm still talking.
I know, just saying there's a giant masked man outside of my window looking at me with a pitchfork, and I really want him to leave. Please stop.
No, I'm sorry for it, but the movie's plot hits an anvil when reaching the third act. I'm sorry, but it's not the perfect film that you're calling about.
I gotta do this.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna hold myself back with it. Just fuck that third act with a.
And I muted you.
Oh my God!
And I know how to mute myself. Ah!
They're in my house. Oh, stop talking, please.
Shut
Yeah, I already said what I had to say. I'm just gonna say Deadpool was a better film than Zootopia.
Oh, it's over. Okay, Panda Man, please go now.
Yeah.
Okay, he's right here.
Yeah, box office wise, I'm frankly sorry. I'm so enraged that it beat out a much better film. It beat out Gods of Egypt. God, come on. It beat out Gods of Egypt. George,
I can tell you're sarcasm from here, you asshole. Now get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I just got read the Panda Man's message. He says, I know when you sleep at night. And he left
I don't care.
slowly. staring at me.
Just poison him with fucking chloroform. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's
To
great.
all the fan fiction writers out there, please write a fanfic where who are the two main characters? Oh, right, Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. They beat the shit out of Frodo.
I will do that now. Just give me a second. Let me. Here, I'll screen share the fanfic right now. Give me a minute. I'm just gonna grab my notes and give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. Zoo.
Fanfic. Wait.
You're actually doing it, you little
Help
shit.
me. Zootopia fanfic. Help me.
He didn't leave. Help. Nice.
Right before we.
Honestly,
the
Frodo,
guy
I
comes
just
in
think
and
this up front.
does horrible things to me. Can we please wrap this up?
Let me just say this up front. Frodo,
That's what everything I had to say. It has to be said. That movie does not deserve that 99% Rotten Tomatoes, and I hope to God, they people start to realize they're just facing a good film, but not a great one.
Oh, here's the
Say
thing
one
with Rotten
thing up front.
Tomatoes. Their fundamentals are shit. How it works is that even if the movie gets an above average rating, it still counts as positive. So really, that 99% means nothing.
Thank you.
Well, let me just say this up front. Like, Frodo, let's be real here. Like the two previous big ones, Frozen and Big Hero 6, they both had clunky third acts as well, and people still go crazy over them. So sorry to say, you're kind of on your own on this one.
I don't give a shit if I'm kind of my own. In fact, I'm not alone. Most of my Spanish critic friends already said the same thing as I did.
Okay,
Also,
yeah, but if
would
you're
you look
going
at
up
that?
against,
There's some new news as well regarding Zootopia. Would you take a look at this?
What?
you still hear call the police. Oh, should I George, the article I that picture, not the picture
Anyway,
I
I
sent.
think that's enough for tonight. Okay, this has been the Best Shoot Podcast with me, your host, George
George,
Brown. Joining me tonight, we had Proto and Jacob. I'm going to go run away now.
George, wait, come back.
Well, I just pissed off the entire furry fandom,
No,
and I don't care.
Did you see that? Did you see that tweet?
Shit, he's in the house. He's in the house.
We actually earlier today where like there was an article for a review of Zootopia and it said like the best Disney film in years. I don't want to fuck the rabbit.
Oh God, I've seen that one.
That is an edit. That's a fucking edit.
I don't care if it's an edit. It's a funny edit.
And what's more surprising about that is that the people bought that shit.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing worth mentioning.
Actually, we could show it to Paul Dale.
Just recently found this on my Twitter.
Oh yeah? What'd you find? Currently developing a new show.
So we have it right here. Craig McCackman is developing a new show, potentially for Disney. So, yay.
How much do you know we're going to get like tons of views because of this whole insanity?
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it for tonight. So, yeah, that's been the Toons Podcast. The Panda Man's still outside. I'm your host, George Baum, and joining me tonight, I have Proto.
I hope I do not take any regrets from what I said.
And Jacob.
Excuse me, I will be reading Zootopia fanfiction.
And,
why not?
And this has been the Toons Podcast. I hope to see you all next week. Bye.
Hey, George, what's right behind you?
What?
I just saw something like when you were moving. Actually, I see it. It's like right behind you. It's like a little it looks like an angry wolf face.
Oh fuck!
Full disclosure, photo. There's not one behind me, is there?
Nope. And I'm sure as hell there isn't one behind me. And also, can we end this trend? End this?
There is no escaping us. We will find.
Try me.
Yeah,
Try
I like
me.
the first movie. Your second movie was a bit okay, though.
Try me, Yogi Bear. Try me.
Oh, we will.
And I'm ready for it.
Yeah! And this has been the Master Podcast. See you all next week. Bye!